Hello, my dear students. Welcome to our reading and writing skills class. And for this week, our lesson is all about
The following are the most essential learning competency and specific learning objectives that we have to achieve at the end of the lesson. On the previous weeks, we discussed about our lesson on academic writing. We studied about the different lists of documents that require academic writing, such as book review or article critic, literature review, project proposal, research report, and position paper. For this week, our lesson will be all about professional writing. So what is professional writing? When we say professional writing, it is a style of written communication used in a workplace environment such as the business people, professors, doctors, lawyers, and others, which allows professionals to make informed decisions. It is also known as business writing. It is a writing done in a workplace context to enable and support the work of a company, just like buying, selling, and making profits. Professional people typically write to share information with their audience or those who work in the same professional environment. It helps analyze a variety of professional rhetorical situations and produce appropriate text in response. Professional writing typically has a formal tone and differs from written text that is considered literary or artistic, which generally seeks to entertain and/or convey a philosophical truth. Aside from being informative, it also aims to persuade or build goodwill with or enlist the help of their audience. Professional writing is a standard form of writing used in journalism, advertising, military, and technical writing, to name some, which involves writing letter, memo, business email, press release, and resume writing. The focus of professional writing is on giving opinion, since this type of writing style is used in workplace communication. However, someone who is writing professionally must have the competence in standard written English and be able to use this knowledge to revise texts. The general purpose of professional writing is to convey information to readers within a workplace context. The specific function of professional writing can be one or a mixture of the following depending on context, which are to encourage action, to instruct, to persuade, to inform, or to affirm shared goals. Professional writing prepares you to write for the intended readers of a text and design or adapt text to audiences who may differ in their familiarity with the subject matter. Also, it allows various types of professionals to communicate ideas to each other despite their different areas of expertise. If we're going to compare academic writing and professional writing, we can say that academic writing is used in most cases to teach someone how to write or to teach them how to expand their writing. However, when we say professional writing, it is already taking what you have learned and applying it to real-life scenarios. For this week, we will tackle the different forms of professional writing such as resume, application for college admission, application for employment, and various forms of office correspondence. Soon, when you start applying for jobs or further education, prospective employers or, in some schools, will be asking you to give them your resume. But what is a resume anyway? When we say resume, it is a document created and used by a person to present their background, skills, and accomplishments. It can be used for a variety of reasons, but most often, they are used to secure new employment. A resume is a structured, written summary of someone's personal data that could be considered as a form of advertisement, since it is designed to help get an interview. Since it is considered to be a sales letter and is just used to accompany a letter of application, it must be carefully prepared to show the best possible impression of the applicant. Don't you know that the resume represents one's personality? The following are the different hidden messages of a resume. It's being neat, well-organized, error-free, and has a professional appearance only shows that the owner of the resume is also neat, works orderly, attentive to details, and careful and competent. That's why you have to prepare your resume very carefully. In preparing your resume, you have to include the following information such as your contact information or heading. It includes your full name, permanent or temporary address, phone or cell phone number, and email address. You must also include your work experience. Include the significant and relevant work experience to the position sought. This is an important qualification that employers would see that the applicant can get and hold the job. Also, it is required to include your education. Include the name of the school, dates of attendance, major field of study, and degrees received. Include the grade if it is above average or only the general average from the major subjects. You may also include scholarships, awards, or academic achievements received. Additional sections such as career summary, skills, volunteer work, honors and awards, and other qualifications can be added if they are relevant to the job you are applying for. The operative work here is relevant. Remember that your resume is meant to quickly highlight the reasons that you are a great fit for the job. The following is an example of a resume of a TESDA graduate applying for a job. This is the heading or contact information, work experience, education, and other details necessary in preparing a resume. Now let's proceed to the next type of professional writing, which is application for college admission. Going to college is one of the most important phases in life a student may go through, in which you may get to choose a course or major in a college or university, which will eventually lead you into a job that you desire. There are requirements and processes needed when entering a college or university, and one of this is the application for college admission. What is an application for college admission? A college admission letter, also referred to as the letter of intent, briefly discusses one's intention for attending the college program. It is a one-page letter required for college and university admission. This letter may help you determine whether or not you will be accepted into the college of your choice. It aims to convince a college to accept a prospective student. The following are the different parts of an application letter for college admission. Let's start with the heading. The heading includes your complete address and zip code. It is the address of the sender. Next is the date you accomplished the letter. Always remember that the date should be fully spelled out. Next is the inside address. It contains the name of the college or university admission head, his job title, and the address of the university. It is the address of the receiver. But remember to skip a line between the heading, the date, and the inside address. The next part is the salutation. It starts with the word "Dear" and is followed by the recipient's title with the surname. Next is the body. The body is the main part of the letter, which includes the course you are interested in, reason for choosing the university, description of academic interest, the basis for them to consider your application, and plans if any. The last part will be your request to consider your application for admission and information on how to contact you. The next part is the complimentary close. It is a polite way of finishing the letter. Remember that it always ends with a comma. Lastly, we have the signature and sender's identification. This is the last part of the letter. Write your name on the first line and your title on the second line. Then, sign directly above the first line, just like what is given in the example. This is also another example of an application letter for college admission. That will be all about the first part of our discussion about professional writing. Next week, we will discuss another types of professional writing, which are application for employment and various office correspondence. See you again next week.